Hey, it's Mrs. Williamson. I just wanted to make an introduction, a video, I guess, for the beginning of class, because I unfortunately don't get to meet you. So right now I'm out in my studio, my sewing studio at home. This is Sunday, so when you actually see this, you'll be watching it on Monday, most of you. I just wanted to show you what I've been up to. I was going to switch it around if I don't think I can switch it around. Anyhow, so here is what I've been working on. If you can see them, they're masks. Right now I'm in production of 50 masks, but I've already, that's just a messy pile. I've already made and sold about 50 masks and donated about 64 masks. Some I sent to a nursing home in Ohio. Some went to a nursing home in Oswego. But I am still very, very busy making masks for people that I know. So I'd kind of like to hear what you guys have been up to. Usually when we are face-to-face in the classroom, I introduce myself and I will start out by telling about my family. So because I'm out in the studio, it's quiet. My family is inside the house. It's just after dinner time. So I am married to Mr. Williamson. My sixth graders will have had him for art already. So you guys already know who he is. My 7th and 8th period sixth graders haven't had him, but you may have him in 7th or 8th grade. He teaches 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, as well as studio art, right down the hall from me, actually, around the corner past the cafeteria. So as you know, this is like the 6th week of quarantining. This is very strange for all of us. I'm sure your parents have said they've never been through anything like this. My mom is 85. She's never lived through anything like this. So this is something that we've never experienced before. So it's new to all of us. I want to let you know that I do not want you stressing. I do not want you stressing about the activities that I give you. This is definitely a pass-fail. Pretty much if you do the activity, you get a pass. I will be grading, I'll be commenting, but it's going to be easy stuff, fun stuff, not a ton of written stuff, some written stuff, but just not a ton. So let me tell you a little bit about 6th grade facts. What it's going to look like for you is different than what it looked like for your friends that were in the building. It has to be, because we unfortunately will not be able to do the hand sewing, and the other students did the owl. Only half of the 6th grade did it because the 3rd quarter students didn't get to do it. We left school March 13th and we were just starting them. So their sewing kits are left at school. So for the sewing, instead of sewing, we're actually going to do babysitting and child development. So you'll learn a little bit about what that entails. So I hope that's interesting to some of you. The first, let's see, I gotta think. The first unit that we're doing is personal development. So we're going to learn a little bit about ourselves, our learning styles, and hopefully this will help you when you kind of figure out the things that you like. It kind of helps you and guide you towards a career. So that's why we want to know what our learning style is, and kind of what kind of a person we are, to see what we're suited to do for a career. So that's going to be the first unit. It will take this week and next week. And then the week after that, we'll be starting the baking unit, unfortunately, because we're probably not going to be back in school. We can't bake together. Even if we do go back to school, I doubt very much that we will be baking. That just doesn't seem like a safe thing when we're concerned about germs and viruses. So what I plan on doing for the baking unit, if we're still, it doesn't matter if we're at school or not at school, we will be learning all of the same things. I will be demonstrating and doing a measuring demonstration. When I do the measuring demonstration, I'm going to tell you what to write down for your notes. And I'll also demonstrate the recipe that you would have made in class. And hopefully a lot of you will be able to make it at home. So when we do the baking unit, it's chocolate chip bars. And I will be able to share that recipe with you. It will be on Schoology. Everything that I give you will be on Schoology. I'm hoping that everybody thinks to look at this to begin with. If you're watching this video, you have figured that out. So all of your things will be on Schoology, and that's how I will communicate with you. I am hoping to try Zoom. I'd like to try to Zoom with all of my classes because we didn't get to meet, and that's terrible. I was so looking forward to meeting. I enjoy when I get new classes of sixth graders. It's always a lot of fun. So I've already said the first unit will be the personal development. The second unit will be the baking unit. The third unit will be the babysitting unit. And the last unit will be the nutrition unit. So in the babysitting unit, we're probably going to fill out a sheet. Sorry, my son just walked in and I'm telling him to go away because I am trying to videotape for my new sixth graders. So we're going to fill out a sheet that you would use if you were babysitting for a family, and it would be like an emergency sheet. So it would have all their contact information. It would have the names of the student, or the children rather, and their ages and any allergies, likes and dislikes, especially like food, bedtime, any medicines they may take. So we're going to be filling out one of those that you are familiar with what that looks like. We'll probably do an activity where you either read a child's book or read a child's book to if you have a younger brother or sister, or, well, you probably can't even get together with a neighbor or a cousin, but you still can practice reading a children's book out loud. And we'll talk about activities that little ones like to do and what's age appropriate. And then the very last unit with the nutrition unit, we do go in to learn about MyPlate. We will also be filling out a MyPlate and filling in food that we have eaten for a day to see if we can look at what a good meal looks like using the MyPlate recommendations. Usually I give unit tests. I'm not going to be giving unit tests. We're going to have to figure out something a little bit different for that, because the unit tests that I give for baking is quite extensive, and you really need the experience of baking to be able to really know what you're doing. So I think we'll be skipping unit tests and we'll just be doing something a little bit different. It all has to look a little bit different. I think that's enough for now. I've already gone to about 7.5 minutes. So if you're still hanging in with me, thank you very much. You will look for your first assignment on Tuesday. I'll have that posted by Tuesday. We do something in class called Me in a Bag. So what I'm going to do is have you do, it doesn't have to be me in a bag. It's just all about me. You're going to take 5 things and you're going to put them together, and you can either write how they're all about you, or you can just take a picture of them. And you'll have to do a little bit of vocabulary, and I'll have that all set for you on Tuesday, but be looking for that on Tuesday. So for example, I'm out in my studio, as I said. I'm going to look around for all about me. Okay, so here's one thing. It's backwards on my screen. It says Lifesavers. I love candy. That's one thing about me. Here's another. Coke Zero, not good for you. Stay away from soda. But it's one thing that I absolutely love. Third thing about me, because I'm out in my sewing studio, there's my sewing machine. There's my serger, which is a different type of sewing machine. I love to sew. I also love to hand sew. There's 3 things. Something I need. I usually wear glasses. I took them off for the video, but my glasses are something that I need. Definitely. I wear them all the time. What else? Oh, here's another thing. Oh, you can see it right there. Baskets. I love baskets. And I collect baskets, and Mr. Williamson and I both know how to weave baskets. So baskets have been pretty important in our lives. So those are 5 things about me. That's what I want. I want to hear about you guys. I want to hear about the things that you like, goals that you might have, things that you're good at, things you want to be better at. So if you want to be better at getting a strike in baseball, that's something I want to hear about. So I will give you several days to work on that. Probably that will be due by Friday. And what I'm looking for, everybody's going to probably do this in a different way. And I'll have everything laid out tomorrow or Tuesday in Schoology. But I think you can do it a couple of different ways. You can put everything down and you can take a picture of it, And as long as you tell me what each item goes with which vocabulary word, that will work. Or you can do a video just like I did explaining the things. So I think either of those two ways would work perfectly, but you will see the directions again on Tuesday. So I hope you guys have a great Monday, and please make sure you check back to Schoology for your assignment for the rest of the week. Thanks.